All right. Let me see how I sound here. I gotta get my shit. What the fuck? What did I just do? Cool. All right. There's that. There's that. Let's see how I fucking sound. Probably amazing. I usually do. God damn it. Fucking. There we go. All right. Yeah, I sound good. Sound a little. Okay, I sound a little loud in my earphones, so I'm gonna turn those fucks down. Okay. All right, I think we're ready. Yeah, I didn't make it on yesterday, as some of you might have noticed by my not being on. Um, Andrew was stopping by with Joanne, and my mom was up here, and just I could have either went on at like 4, or I could have went on at like 9. And I was like, well, no one's gonna. I never go on at those times, so I just didn't think anyone would show up. Oh, hey, I'll be on later the week in the show off the snakes. I just want the travel to settle in. And only have positive interactions. Noah, I'll send you that. We'll figure out that money situation too. I meant to hit you up. I got to hit up another person later today. I got to send them a fucking invoice too. Um, that tribal doesn't necessarily do positive interactions, so don't even worry about that. Just get bit a bunch, and then she'll eventually stop biting you. So yeah, I would not worry about positive interactions with that snake, because that snake, um, she's full of hate. So I didn't get a chance to work with her too much. That whole clutch was dickheads. I'm not sure why, but the whole clutch is little dickheads. Sometimes I'll get a clutch and the whole clutch will be nice, and then the next clutch hatches out and they're all little assholes. And that whole clutch was little assholes. So yeah, just get some gloves if you don't want to get all bloody, and just handle her for like 5 minutes a day, and that'll be good. She'll be like within 2 months. If you handle that snake 5 minutes a day, within 2 months, she'll be great. Hey Rodney, just did my taxes, so I'm drinking now. All right, there we go. I got stuff hatching soon. So my Turn 8 clutch that I've been talking about is on day 89. So uh, it's apparently going to take 90 days for this clutch to hatch. Now, the thing about this clutch, they should be pretty big when they hatch out, because they were a little lower. They were 86.5 to 87. And I'll be real interested to see, because I have a clutch of the Mindanaos right behind it, and they're 9 days behind. So they're on day 80. So I'm going to be real curious to see what the hatch time is on those, because those were a degree or even 2 degrees hotter for the most part than the Turn 8 clutch. So we're going to see a little bit of a temperature influence on hatch time. So laughed out loud, that snake doesn't do positive interactions. It doesn't. She's kind of an asshole. She'll chill out. It's just she's real. I don't even know if she's defensive. She's just angry. But no, she'll chill out. The Halmas are like that. Some of the Turn 8s are like that, and some of the Philippine stuff. It's hit and miss. Hello, not a Tinley pickup, but I did get a male SD from Hourglass. There you go. Sean makes some pretty nice stuff. Yeah. No, I thought there was gonna be a chance to see some egg cutting streams fucking all weekend. I don't. That clutch is taking forever to hatch. So, um, yeah, I'm gonna say. I mean, they're day 89, so they're probably not. It's not like they're gonna go to day 100 or anything like that. So, it'll be relatively soon that they'll be hatching out. And Turn 8s usually take a little while longer, anyways. Yeah, I'm fucking tired. I got up at fucking 5 o'clock again today. They usually take ternates are usually closer to that 90-day mark, just regardless. And a lot of pure super dwarfs, they're hatching out, fucking 75 to 84, whereas a lot of those ternates, they're usually, I don't know if I've ever had a clutch go like at 80 days. They're usually always later. So we'll see. They should be breaking through pretty soon. So I'll give them a few more days. And go from there. Yeah, my brain says if just pull the snake out repeatedly, it'll learn not to fight me because it won't get what it wants, which is a way I'm thinking. Hold on, I got like chords all through my fucking way here. I'm thinking I'm trying to bond trust, but just trying it. Now, the best thing to do is like get that snake out and just kind of like don't even like just let it like lay on your arm or your hand and just let it kind of like crawl through your hands and stuff. If you do that for a little while, for literally 5 minutes a day, and it'll turn around. So yeah, Noah. Oh, I got a hit. That reminds me. Hold on. I forgot to text back Austin. Tomorrow. What day can you? Noah, what day do you want to come on? What the fuck's today? Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah, I'll probably be on all week, so I'm gonna say tomorrow, uh, Thursday, or Friday. Maybe I'll probably just do a show Friday. Yeah, I wanted to get people on, show off their snakes, show off their pickups, or they don't even necessarily have to be Tinley pickups. Pickups. If you got something in the last week or so, if you want to come on, show the shit off, you can. So, yeah, I heard there was no Reach Out Reptiles versus Retic Nation fight. There was officially no gang war throwdown. Yeah, hold on, I gotta send Spencer a text. Yeah. Hold on. There we go. All right, Edison Spencer text. Thursday. When did they eat last? I don't know. I forget. I fed today, and I didn't feed them last week because of Tinley. So I don't always feed on the same day. I'm trying to start feeding every Thursday because it'll just make my life easier. But I had to feed. I had to feed my tricolor monitors, and I needed to feed a couple other little things, so I ended up feeding a bunch of shit today. But I'm trying to get on a Thursday feed schedule. But yeah, no, they haven't eaten in, I don't know, over a week, so they're ready for sure. The double het, which remind me to send you all the information on that if I didn't already. Um, he's a real good eater. He's got really good colors. That was actually a holdback. There was me and Sean went through the clutch and we picked out two holdback males and just let them grow up, and we had to make the cut, but it was more like, well, just pick one because they both look great. All right, we'll go Thursday. Hold on. One second. Hold on one second. On a stream. Okay. All right. Yeah, that was Sean. So, yeah, so okay, you can do Thursday as well. All right. Yeah, that'll work. If you guys want to both come on Thursday, that'll work. All right, I will send you that. You know what? Let me look on my phone because uh I might have it right in front of me, and if I have it right in front of me, then I don't have to fucking remember later because I will 100% forget. I know because the mail use is just one of my old lines of Kalatoa. So where the fuck is this at? Hold on, it's on here somewhere. Yeah, I forget what if Sean jumps on, Sean needs to remind me what clutch is hatching first. I forget what clutch we got hatching first. And I'm also talking to Rob about making. Let me know what you guys think of this cage size. Since a lot of people are going with some smaller retics, let me know what you guys think of this cage size. We're trying to come up with like a universal type cage for like medium to small size retics, scrub pythons, blood pythons, smaller berms, Timor pythons, olive pythons, all that kind of stuff. Let me know what you think of this cage size. 5 foot long, 2.5 foot deep, a shelf that runs the whole way across, 18 inches high, sliding glass front. What do you think of that cage size? Honest opinions only. If you think it's the stupidest shit you ever heard, tell me that because I'm talking to Rob and we're really trying to come up with a universal cage. Because I'll be the guinea pig. I'll get like 15 of them right out the gate, and go from there. Well, I would like them taller, but the problem is with making them taller. Oh, that's the other thing. The price. These cages. Yeah, I know that would be great, but the problem is price. If we can do this with only 2 sheets of PVC, these cages will be sub $500, guaranteed sub $500. So you're talking about an almost a 6 foot long cage for sub $500. So I mean, 2 foot would be nice, but it'll be tough, you know. Well, Dylan, what do you think? Would you go like 450 on one of those cages? I'm thinking 4 to 450. Um, maybe only four if you get your own glass, because glass sucks right now. But I was trying to, we were trying to come up with a universal size cage for not just retic people, but like blood python, boa people, carpet people, Timor people, Papuan olive people, regular olive people, or somebody who has a small snake, but they want a decent size um, cage to show off their snake. I was trying to figure. I was trying to figure like for all the 12, like the under 12 foot retics, the smaller berms, some bloods, all of that shit. I thought those would be good size cages. And I'm talking to Rob. I was like, dude, you need to come up with a corner cage because like cages just kind of run into each other in the corners. So he's going to see if he can come up with a corner cage design. So when you get to the corner, you have a perfect cage. It'll be like they'll be smaller. It'll be like for males or something. Um, you know, but yeah, Dylan. Yeah, what are your I know I've seen your cages, but off the top of I'll have to take a look to see how those cages latch. Because maybe we could do a cutout door, a swinging door. I don't know. We'll have to look at it. But yeah, the idea is to really come up with some affordable caging for for a lot of different people. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. If it's sub $500, um, at that price, because I mean, because I have some snakes and some 6 footers that are like 8 foot, and the snake looks like so small in there, and they don't even use the fucking cage. They just sit in one spot like a lazy asshole. Um, Oh, shit. All right. I gotta. No, remind me. I'll send you that. I'll send you that info. I took a screenshot of the information, and I can send that out. Okay, there we go. Who the fuck is that? No idea. Uh, I don't know. I'm gonna talk to Rob about it a little bit more. Okay, I just had my brother build me 6x2x2s out of wood. Cost me about 400 for the wood, and sealer glass, and frame for glass. Yeah, that's not bad. That's really not bad. Like in an hour after I'm off here. Is ABS more expensive than PVC now? I think so. I'm not 100%, but I think it is. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, in these cages, they're not going to be half inch. They're either going to be 3/4 or 1 inch. Uh, for the, I think they're PVC. So they're going to be, they'd be really strong. Curious where everyone gets their feeders. Cool Blooded has low stock of stuff. Uh, there is Big Cheese. Big Cheese. Check out Big Cheese. Sometimes they have stuff on sale. And Mouse Direct or Mice Direct. It's either Mouse Direct or Mice Direct. Sometimes they have sales, but Big Cheese usually has, is usually running some kind of sale. Yeah, there's usually some kind of sale going on. So, yeah, I was surprised that there wasn't a big all-out war at Tinley of Reach Out Reptile versus Retic Nation. I was kind of disappointed that there wasn't a just a bunch of gang violence because of that. I think they're all slipping. That's what I think. So, oh shit! I gotta check this. Make sure this is on. Yep. And go to there. Go to there, to there. Okay. All right, we're back. Never had a problem with Big Cheese. Typically best prices on large for the larger companies in Fort Worth. Yeah, I mean they usually have. I think Big Cheese does. It's either Big Cheese or Mouse Direct. They do free shipping on anything over like $130. Yeah. Garrett would have needed people for that to happen. What are you talking about? ROR has like a beta cuck army. He's got the beta cuck army ready to roll. He says the word and they're gonna roll out and watch you fuck their wives. All day, every day. What do we got in here? Okay. I forgot to put up my video on Retic Pursuit this last week. I'll have to do it this week. I was going to do a comparison video of a Kalatoa, a Ternate, and a Super Maluku. I'm going to have them all side by side. I told Dax I was going to put that up last week, and I fucking forgot. Well, I know I forgot because the Kalatoa here is in shed, so I had to wait for the Kalatoa to shed. So I'll be putting that out so everybody can take a look. Never saw more than 5 people at any given time during Tinley. Well, somebody said he just put up a video of all the snakes that didn't sell or something. I doubt his $17,000 pod sold. It's a little high. Little fucking high. Yeah, I didn't see any, from the pictures that I saw online, I honestly didn't see any, like, super standout shit at Tinley for retics this year. If you guys saw anything that was super impressive, let me know. I normally, like, somebody posts something, I'm like, oh wow, that's super nice. And this was the first year in a long time. It's actually the first year I can think of where somebody didn't, where nobody posted a picture, and I was like, oh wow, that's impressive. So I just didn't see. I was actually surprised at all the more stuff I saw. I was usually see something that's kind of like, oh, okay, but Not this year. Not this year. I didn't see. I don't know. Let me know if you guys saw anything that maybe I missed. There we go. Checking that out. Somebody posted a Jag Ocelot, and I couldn't see the Jag in it. Yeah, I honestly couldn't see the Jag in it. Big Cheese is free shipping over $129. Looks dope. American Rodent Supply shipping charges were insane, like $198 in just 2 shipping box. Yeah, dude, I tried to talk to him about some shipping, man, and he just was like, he didn't tell me to go fuck myself, but he told me it was a waste of his time, and I'm like, oh, is it a waste of your time? Did you have other people calling trying to save you and everybody else money today? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for wasting your time that I was trying to help you, your business, and the reptile industry as a whole. I'm sorry that's such a waste of time. But dude, that's the thing. Dude, that's the thing about these fucking people that want to bitch in the reptile industry, but they don't want to fucking adapt. And then someone like fucking Darian comes along and just sticks a dick right in their ass because they're willing, they're willing to adapt and do things and save people money. And they're like, oh, they're fucking this and that. It's like, no, they're just running a business efficiently. I'm not saying Darian doesn't suck, but he's giving the consumers what they're asking for, which is savings. So yeah. Motley Ocelot was nice. I don't know if I saw that. I don't know if I saw that. I might have. I think it was the Motley or the Ocelot Jag. I was like, I don't see Jag. So I'm sure somebody will be offended by that. Yeah, it's one of mine. Actually, it's one of mine, but the F2 actually came from Lucas. That's an F2 from Lucas actually produced that. I had a pair of F1s out there on breeder loan. And that was one of the offspring. So I don't know if Mason's going to pull it or not. I saw that Ternate's gone. I'm guessing it went for probably right around 1,000, which is crazy because they could have easily got 15 to 2,000 if they would have just put that up and marketed it. If they would have taken a video, they would have taken that Ternate outside and got a video and really showed its colors and really showed its pattern. They could have probably got $2,500 for that snake. Yeah, maybe Morph Market should breed rodents. I'm sure that's crossed Darian's mind. I can guarantee that has crossed Darian's mind. We're all talking about caging, bedding, feeders. We're all trying to figure out how to best supply the industry and try to cut costs. Like, in my opinion, every state needs a rodent breeder or a couple of them. Yeah, I mean, I find it, anybody who is considering doing a rodent business, I highly recommend you do it, because there's like nobody can ever make enough. Okay, first clutch is Phantom to the GC Pawshead OGS, and I think that's in April. So we bred a Phantom that is 50% Mindanao, 12.5 Jamp, 12.5 Madu, 6.25 Kalatoa, to a GC that is 50% Ternate, 25% Kalatoa, Pawshead OGS. So we might have GC, Cal, Ternate, Mindanao, Jamp, Madu, Kalatoas. So yeah, we got a 5-banger there. I forget what the math is on that. It's 25%. There'll be 25 turn 8, 25% Mindanao, 6.25 Jamp, 6.25 Madu, and then 12.5 plus 3.125 is 15 0.3 fucking, well, I don't know, whatever, you guys figure it out. So they'll be holy shit, those will be 50, then 12.5, 62 plus another 15, 72. Yeah, they'll be like these snakes will be like 78% outcrossed or something, and have 5 different localities in them. Like these things are going to be so fucking the everything in the clutch is going to be so ridiculously outcrossed. It's crazy. Just absolutely crazy. I'll have to get the I'll have to figure out all the different lines of Calato. I know the Medu's mine. The Jamp might be Gaspar. The Calatoa might be mine. Some of the Calatoa blood might be my line too. I'll have to ask Andrew. But yeah, I mean, this is, yeah, they're going to be 5 locality animals. So, and there'll be normals, phantoms, GCs, GC phantoms, and possibly OGS and GC OGS. So, we're excited for that. That clutch is less than a month out. Yeah, that clutch is less than a month out. And I'll look, Sean, I'll look at the list you sent me, and then we'll see what's next on the list. We got some Super Dwarf marbles coming. Those are going to be shit. Those are going to be, what the fuck? What the fuck's that marble? That marble is 50% 50% Mindanao, 12.5 Jamp, 12.5 Calatoa, bred to a Super Dwarf, and we use that Super Dwarf because of its back pattern. It's a 62.5 Super Dwarf and then 6.25 Jamp. So then we got Philatoas coming after that. Then we got Double Het Snows, 70 some percent after that. Then we have the Aberrant back pattern Calatoa project. And what the hell is 3.37? I think we got like a Motley something Tiger Calatoa coming. I forget. Those are going to be high percentages. Sean, what is that? Didn't we have an Anery Platinum Tiger? For some reason, I thought it was a Motley too. I don't think it is. To one of my line Calatoas. That's going to have, yeah, they're going to be weird. They're going to be like a weird percentage. They're going to be like 56.25 Calatoa or something, and then another 18.75 Jamp. So they're going to be pretty heavily outcrossed, if I remember correctly. Then we got another Calatoa clutch after that. Anery Platy Tiger, yeah. Yeah, so that's all coming up just from Sean's house. And then I got the Mindanao's, Ternates, Solas, fucking Halmas. I got the Indo Caramel stuff coming. The Indo Caramel stuff isn't too far off. And the Ternate Platy Suns, they're not too far off either. So yeah, we're excited. Yeah, size range. Yeah, well, I'm marketing everything at 2 to 4 feet. I'm gonna be a dick and put that 2 to 4 feet on everything I post on Morph Market and see how long it takes to get reported. And I'll be like, but I have all the best bloodlines. You can't tell me that I don't. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming out. So we're hoping this is a big year for selectively bred localities and locality morph crosses. That's what we're going for. We want to make sod calatos with nice sod bandings. We want to make calatos with aberrant back patterns. Um, the filatoas are going to be great. The felucus are going to be great. So yeah, we got all that shit coming. All of that shit is coming, and hopefully there is a slight chance we might have some orange glow Kalatoa, Mindanao, Bali, fucking Jamp stuff too. All kinds of shit. Yeah, we're going hard at it. So, but yeah, I don't have too much to talk about today, unfortunately. I yeah, I don't have a whole lot going on. Yeah, if the retakes were 2 to 4, they would be as popular as children's pythons. I don't know. For a long time, children pythons weren't very popular. I used to sell them. I like children's pythons. I wish I still had some. So, yep, 2 to 4 feet. That's what I'm putting. That's what they're all going to get. Smallest selectively bred bloodlines in the country. And nobody can tell me that that's not true, because if other people can make up shit, I can make up shit. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and I'm also waiting on the Solas. If she's going to ovulate, it's going to be very soon. Has anyone got a Big Cheese discount code? Oh, I was saying, yeah. Yeah, they're, children's pythons, if we had all the morphs here that they have elsewhere, because we got some of them, children's pythons would actually be popular. It's just, like, some of the shit they got overseas in children's pythons is pretty cool. Yeah. There you go. Get the cheat code. Get the cheat code for that discount. So, yeah, I know Sean gets some stuff from Big Cheese. Yeah, he's the one that told me about the whole free shipping for 130 or more. Yeah, maybe we'll have to start shouting out Big Cheese, because they do seem to have good shipping and pretty reasonable prices. Yeah, they got real reasonable prices. So, with that cage design I talked about, who would actually be interested in like, legitimately, if you need, not like saying, okay, we're gonna have them, how many are you gonna buy? If you needed a decent sized cage, um, would you consider a 5 by 2.5 by 18 with a shelf for 500 or less? Because I mean, the 6 footers from Vision now are like 1,800 or 1,600 or something, and after shipping, the price of a 6 by 3 or even a 6 by 2.5 from Vision, it's going to be right around $2,000, and you're looking at being able to get roughly four of these 5 by 2.5s for the same price. So yeah, hopefully Rob watches this and sees people are interested, because we were talking about that yesterday, and I said, because I've had this idea for this, like, universal size cage for a while, um, and I said I think a lot of people would buy it. You know, I'd honestly, if I could afford it, I would get enough. Uh, yeah, I wouldn't get if I could afford those enough to get enough of those cages, I would literally get rid of pretty much all my 6 footers and all my 4 footers, and just have, like, I mean, I'd still keep a few 6 footers. I wouldn't go to Jake's table with Dax, Jake, and Weston standing there. I don't know, man. I don't know if you can take on the Reach Out Reptile Cuck Brigade. The ROR Cuck Brigade. They might, they can really throw down from what I hear. So I don't think you want none of that heat. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna, I don't know. I hope I can talk Rob into doing these cages. I'll get like 15 of them, see what happens. If you see Rob this weekend, be like, hey, Rodney was talking about these universal cages. What's up with them? I want 20. Yeah, everyone just tell Rob you want 20 of these cages. There was a Big Cheese discount code, but they have either 129 or 159 spent equals free shipping, which is nothing. I've used them a lot and their stuff is always awesome. Yeah, years ago I used to get from them and it was always good. Yeah, prices are kind of crazy. Yeah. Spencer, call him and tell him to give you a discount. We'll shout him out on our podcast that we never do anymore. But we do. Yeah, if Spencer, if you're still on there, we got to do a podcast. We've gotten lazy and just done lives. I've gotten super lazy and just done lives, not done hardly any podcasts, and have just been doing this and not making any videos. So I did just get some new flash. I got 2 new strobes. So I need to test them out. So I'm going to be taking some pictures, and I need to do some videos. Yeah, looking to give Brandon Klein a shot. Klein feeders, yet to use him, but next order I'll try them out. I don't, for some reason I know that name. Should I know the name Brandon Klein? Is he somebody who doesn't like me, or I keep, for some reason that name sounds super familiar. Yeah. What would you guys pay for chicks? That's the other thing, because we have a awesome frozen chick connection, and we're trying to have that up and running within like a month. Frozen chicks. I got to figure out exactly what we can sell them for, but we're trying to get like an X amount for the X amount ship price. Hold on. Let me do some math real quick. Let me do some math. 200. Okay. Yeah, I think we can get, I think the box size we can get like 250 or something in the box. So we're trying to work out a deal of just like you buy 250 of these chicks, it's X amount shipped to your door, and that's it. So yeah, we're trying to work that out. Hold on. Okay. I got to remember a number. Yeah, we're going to try. We want to get them with shipping. With shipping, the goal is to get these chicks as low as possible with shipping. So we're hoping that like once you factor in shipping, you're only looking at like 75 cents a piece on chicks on the high end. We might even be able to get like a nickel off that. So we're trying, because I mean they're so big. Like they have them on sale right now at fucking Rodent Pro, but they're usually a few days old. They have absorbed their yolk. They're just feathers and bone. These are fresh right out the egg. They haven't even absorbed their yolk, so their whole stomach is like a giant egg yolk, which is insanely nutritious for your snake. They're not all dehydrated and fucking looking like shit. I have some here. I'll have to take some pics of them so you guys can see them. So the goal is to try to get them high end 75 cents a piece shipped. Low end probably 60 to 65 cents a piece shipped. So we're trying to figure it out. So That's why I was doing the math. But we're hopefully within a month, maybe two, we can have the chick connection going. And dude, they're great. They're like the size of like a weaned rat, maybe like maybe I don't know, maybe a little bigger actually. So hold on. Divided by clear 40 times. Hold on, that is not what I'm trying to do. I'm not doing very good with my math. Give me a second here. Okay. All right, yeah. All right. Yeah, we're going to try. We'll see what we can do. We can see what we can do. 250 is 209 ship from Big Cheese with my state tax. That's 1 to 3 day. So, I pay more for fresh. I'd pay more for freshly hatched chicks. I'm thinking we might. I'm thinking we might even be able to beat that 209 price. We might be able to do that like flat rate 200. Who's this? Hold on. Somebody just sent me a message and I don't have them. Oh, okay. No, okay. So yeah, that was Mason. I was like, it's like, why don't I don't know why I don't have his number saved. I didn't recognize it for a second. Um, yeah. So I mean, have you noticed that though with some of the chicks? They're like really scrawny. They look dehydrated. There's like nothing to them. And these aren't like that. These are like big fat fucking chicks full of like literally if you like smash the chick, which is I don't know why you'd want to do that, but like because I was watching one of my tricolors eat one today and it clamped down on it so hard it pushed the fucking egg yolk and the egg yolk sac back out of the chick. So but yeah, I mean it's got that egg yolk in there. It's great for them. So but yeah, we're gonna try to do that because 250 I think is the how much we want to get in the box. So yeah, we're just working out the details on all that shit. Yeah, yeah, you're looking at like give or take 40 grams for a chick. Hold on, how big is I'm gonna go to fucking Rodent Pro and see what they say. Hold on, let's go to Rodent Pro. I don't know if their chicks even list size. Or it's just like here's a bag of 50 dehydrated chicks that are gonna get stuck in your snake's asshole because they're so dry. Okay, frozen food chickens. 25 extra small chicks. Yeah, they're saying their weights are as low as 25 grams. So yeah, I mean and that's the crazy thing. Like they're saying 25 to 55 grams, but I don't think I've ever got any that didn't look dehydrated and like shit. So that's why I started going with these. But yeah, we're working on it, and let me see if damn, Rodent Pro's doing free shipping for all orders over $99 now. Dude, everybody's fucking scrambling to try to make money right now. Yeah, we definitely can't beat Rodent Pro's prices right now. Their chicks are at 50 cents a piece right now. It's fucking crazy. They're just under 50 cents a piece by like a half or like a quarter of a cent or some shit. 10 count. Yeah, so I don't know. We're working on it. We're going to figure this out. I would do 200 for 250. My Cayman Nile monitored and some smaller retics would all eat that. Yeah. Yeah, cuz I give them to I give them the tricolors. I give them some of my venomous. I sometimes I gotta be careful because then they only want birds. Some of my scrubs, I'll throw a couple in there because I have this one scrub that's a dickhead about eating. Um, yeah, I mean, I use them quite a bit. You know, dude, they're so much cheaper than a weaned rat. You know, you're just so much cheaper than a weaned rat or even a small rat. Give them two of these. So, oh, that's what I was going to look up. I was going to look up that other price. And I didn't because I'm stupid. Hold on. Let me see. We're going to go to frozen. We're going to go to rats. Let me find the equivalent weight. They're bigger than rat pups. Yeah, so they're the size of a weaned rat. And a weaned rat at Rodent Pro right now is over $2. So you can get like 5 chicks for $2 basically, or close to it. At least 4. Or you could get 20. Holy shit. Dude, 25 weaned rats is $59.75. So we'll just say it's 60. $60 times 4. Damn, dude. That's a lot. No, it'd be times 8. What the hell's what's 60 times 8? 560? Something like that? Or is it, I don't know. It's whatever. I don't, or is it 480? I don't know. It's a ton of money. It's a ton of money. So the amount of money that you're going to save doing that is, it's insane. Yeah, it's so you're looking at 540 dollars to get 200 wean rats versus $200 to 250 wean rats for 540 versus 200 chicks for $200. Yeah, I was doing the math, the 480 plus an additional 50, which was $60. So I was doing stupid math in my head. But yeah, so that's why that was not going well. Rodent prices are just painful right now, no matter who you go through. Yeah, and that's the problem. That's why we're trying to source shit out, because if people can't afford their cages and they can't afford their food, how the fuck are they going to afford to buy snakes? So, I mean, and I'm not trying to be captain savior of the reptile industry, but at the same time, it's like, you see this train wreck coming. It's like, well, we need to at least try to get ahead of it in retics. I have no impact on the rest of the reptile industry, but I do have an impact in the retic section. So we're really scrambling to try and get this shit a little bit more affordable. So that's what we're doing. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's fucking brutal. So, but I'm at 50 minutes. If there's anything you guys want to any questions, comments, hit me with them, or subjects, we'll hit it up. But we're gonna start wrapping it up. Dude, there's 37 people watching. There's 39 people watching this. I am not that entertaining. So we're gonna start. I think we're gonna start hitting 50 on here. I might have to pull my dick out, but we'll do what we need to do. But I think sooner or later, like this live stream's gonna start hitting like 50 people. So I can't imagine there's 50 people that like me, but I still think we're getting close. Me and Alex were talking to people at Tinley. We all felt like there wasn't many people walking around with animals. They bought a lot, were empty-handed. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people show up just to look, and not everybody has their tax money back. See, I think Tinley's too early. You know that? I know that Tinley show's always in March. But uh, I really think if they move that to mid-April, I think that show would do 10,000 times better. So, how long in the freezer until you're not feeding with them and just tossing? I've stepped away from my phone. Did you answer my hold back purple snow question? I don't know. I didn't even see it. No, I got you. Your fucking. I got you. It's because the snow that was used was came from Garrett. So we did get you. We got you a picture of that little card that they come with. So I'm gonna send that over to you. Yeah, hit me up whenever, like an hour or so. I'll send it to you at some point tonight. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anybody's gonna sponsor me though, because of like how I talk and how I act. Like, I mean, I wouldn't sponsor me. So yeah, I don't even know. I'd like to get a sponsor, but they come on like they watch this episode. And I'm saying I'm gonna pull my dick out to get 50 viewers. Like, I don't know. That's probably the ROI on that sponsorship might not be too good. So the spot who's really sponsoring this is me and everybody that's participating. Like that's kind of the sponsors. Like in a weird way, like this is going to help me sell snakes. Everybody that's coming on is going to help them sell snakes. Everybody that's participating in the chats, it'll help all you guys out. Uh, yeah, I mean, I think that I think that'll do more to make us money than somebody giving me money to come on here and talk about getting my dick out for no reason. So they just announced a a June Tinley show. But why would you like? Here's the problem: move move the March show to April when everybody is really most people are having their taxes back by then, right? So you got all that tax money. And, we couldn't take, Andrew couldn't take the handful of super Malukus we had left because they just hatched out. They're just having their second shed. If, if, uh, if that show was in the third week of April, Andrew would have had more shit hatched out. He could have taken some ternates. He could have taken some Mindanaos. He could have taken. We could have sent some of the shit from Sean's house. Like we'd have had like 5 more clutches, right? If it was just 30 days later. 30 days later, just I would have had I think 3 or 4 more clutches. Sean would have had at least one, and Andrew would have had he would have had his 2 ternate clutches I think possibly hatched out because I know they're getting close. So I mean, it's just like, I mean, I know they don't want to base it around retics, and ball pythons are kind of all over the place, but just an April show is better than a March show, and I don't see any of the vendors of Tinley being like, no, that's bullshit. Don't give us an extra 30 days for people to get their tax money back and us to have even more shit hatched out. I don't see anybody thinking like that. Keeping the October one, or does June replace it? I have no idea. I have no idea. I honestly I don't know. I have no idea what they're doing, to be honest. So I hope I doubt it's replacing it because an October show is almost a better show than June. Like July and August, those are like really bad months for June's okay, but July and August, especially August, dude, that's a shit ass month in July to try to sell fucking anything. Between school and vacations and it's summer and everybody's like, you know, it's nice outside, I want to be outside. They don't what the hell is this? Hold on. Okay, this is the one I gotta send. Noah. Um, yeah, I mean they just don't. Uh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta send somebody a message. Where the hell is this person? I'm just gonna say okay. Dude, I'm trying to get this camera and these lenses I don't need. And they're like 2.5, 3 hours away from me. And I was like, can you ship? No. I was like, well, listen, take a couple bucks off the price, and I will send you a shipping box, the shipping supplies in the shipping box, and a shipping label. All you have to do is put the stuff in the box and then drop it off at your local UPS. Uh, it's like they're like, well, I prefer a meetup. It's like, okay, here's an idea. Instead of me doing all the work and paying for the shipping, which is also saving me time and him time, he's like, let's pick a meetup. It's like, no, I don't even need the stuff. I just buy stupid shit I don't need. Um, it's like, but I'll just send you the box. I'm not driving an hour and a half, and then he's got to drive like an hour, hour and a half to meet in the middle for $100. So we lose 3 to 4 hours, and we spend $50 in gas. It's like, what the fuck? Yes. The pure SD locality, you use something. Okay, what is that? 64-ish pure purple snow baby from your holdback. What pure SD locality would you use to I don't know. Any locality really works. It's like once you see what we got going on with Sean down there in some of the selective breeding we're doing on some Kalatoas, like that's when people are going to realize like Madu, Karampa, Kalatoa, they're basically the same. What matters is how good they look. If you need side banding, then get something with side banding. If you need uh, aberrant back pattern, get aberrant back pattern. So like it's it's really gonna it's really gonna come down to not which Superdorf locality, but which Superdorf looks best and is going to create the look you're going for. So yeah. Jordan, I'm not going to be I'm done in 2 minutes, dude. Yeah, I put in my hour. Yeah, I put in my hour, so yeah. You guys can I can leave the live up if you guys want to hang out for another hour. I can go take a shower and stuff. So, but yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal is to we want to try to get this live stream up to 50 people without me having to do something that gets me banned from YouTube. So maybe we'll have to figure out a way to push this a little bit more. So because we hit 39 tonight, which is pretty good for uh yeah, which is pretty good for a Tuesday. So but yeah, so Thursday we got Noah coming on, we got Austin coming on. Um somebody else told me they wanted to come on. I don't remember who the fuck it was. I don't remember. So, but all right. I'm good if you guys are good. I'm going to go get cleaned up and call it. I'm on that 5 a.m. schedule now. So like 7 o'clock, because I wanted to start doing this at 7, but I'm going to have to do it at 6 because 5 o'clock is early. So, but all right. Appreciate everyone hanging out. I'm going to jump off here and